You know, I've had several people ask me, how do you find your tree stand or your ground blind in the woods when you go in of a morning when it's dark? Well, what I like to do, you see that little round white circle? That is a reflective thumbtack. Now, they don't stick into the bark very far, so you don't have to worry about damaging the tree. But I usually don't like to put it much over a foot or a foot and a half off the ground, because when you walk in with your flashlight in the morning, you don't want to be shining your light around very high off the ground, because you're going to be spooking a lot of deer. So what I got was, I buy a bunch of these little thumbtacks. They're just called reflective thumbtacks. And I'm going to show you what they look like in the daytime, and then I'm going to make an effort to come back out here tonight when it's dark and use my flashlight and show you these exact same thumbtacks. Now, they push in and out real simple, so you don't have to worry about, buying a whole bunch of them. You can reuse them. And I've got a couple on a property that I've hunted probably for 15 years that the thumbtacks are still in the tree, and they still work real good. So I'm gonna walk over here. Now, I apologize, this is in my backyard, but it's just to show you and illustrate how effective these thumbtacks are. So there's one, but you can act like, well, okay, we're coming in here now, and this is what these thumbtacks are gonna look like when you see them in the daylight. Now I'm gonna walk on over to that tree by my shed, and I'm gonna show you another one of these thumbtacks. And then, like I say, I'm going to come back out here tonight in the dark and use my flashlight and just show you how easy it is to find where you're going. Now, you can see that thumbtack from quite a ways off. Now, like I say, you don't want to put them too high off the ground, because when you're walking in, I like to shine my flashlight beam down close to the ground and not up like over waist high or shoulder high, because you're going to spook a lot of deer. But there's the other thumbtack. Okay, now I'm going to shut this off, and I'm going to come back out later tonight and show you what they look like in the nighttime. That way you never worry about getting lost going in or out of the woods when it's dark. Okay, we'll try it again later. Okay, I'm going to start coming up on this, and I'm going to show you how these reflective thumbtacks work. Okay, I'm going to turn on my flashlight. Okay, now you can see one of them right now. Okay, now I've just got the light, just simply from the light on my cell phone camera. Okay, I'm going to walk on over here now to the second tree that I put one on to show you what that's like. Now you can see the beam of my flashlight shining down in front of me so I don't fall. Okay, I'm going to turn my flashlight off. Now, I'm probably 30 or 40 feet away from that tree, and you can see how that thumbtack is shining right now. Now, these thumbtacks are fantastic. I mean, you can find your way in and out around the woods anytime you want to. Now, I've got these mainly marked to where I lead my way into the stand before it gets daylight. But if you feel insecure leaving the stand, like if you're in the stand and it gets pretty dark and you got a long way to go to get to the road, you can put thumbtacks on the opposite side, and that will lead you back out. But anyway, that'll give you an idea of how bright those are. So you ought to pick you up a couple boxes of them. Usually there are about 50 of them in a box, and I think you can get them for, I don't know, 8 or 9, maybe $10, but it sure helps you getting in and out of the woods. So, okay, bud, talk to you later. Thanks for viewing.